everybody, and welcome to Holistic Mental Fitness Series. I'm Jeffrey Berger. Sorry for those little interruptions in the connection on the internet here. We've been having some problems down here in Southwest Florida, so I apologize for that. And I'm welcoming you to this series. It's the Holistic Mental Fitness Series, where myself and Mupo Entertainment LLC, who I'm really excited to be partnered with, believes that mental fitness is the new physical health. So before I bring on my very special guest, Cindy Franks Weschler, to the stage, if I may. So as a certified holistic wellness coach, I'm really humbled to be affiliated with the only holistic mental wellness company that focuses on the microbiome, which is the gut-brain-heart axis, something that I'm passionate about teaching and sharing with people. And it is a science that's disrupting the health and wellness industry. And I'm really privileged and honored to be working with an incredible group of humanitarian entrepreneurs who are leading the way to the global holistic wellness revolution. And so we're talking about gut health, especially when it comes around focusing on mental wellness. Who hasn't really experienced stress, anxiety, depression, or even suicidal attempts out there? What we do is we provide real solutions for real people who are really serious about getting their health back from barely surviving to thriving again. And this interview series is really near and dear to my heart with my own story. And it's about really sharing stories about other people who have had struggles and opening up conversations about mental health, because we're trying to destigmatize that and let people know that there are other options out there outside of the traditional path, which is the new path that I took and so many others are doing, and having unprecedented results with these alternative solutions that are safe and actually work. So do you know that in no time in history have we ever been so advanced technologically and yet so miserable psychologically? And today it's no exaggeration, when we describe and talk about stress and depression and anxiety, as well as burnout, something that I experienced in 2016, leaving corporate America, as epidemics and literally the black plague of our modern times. How we feel is not just in our heads, it's also in our gut, and science is proving that. And this is a series that's going to show you that where this is really coming from. And national surveys are actually showing that happiness and life satisfaction levels are at all-time lows, which is really sad. While depression, suicide, drug addiction, and the use of prescription antidepressant and pain-killing opioids are at an all-time high. So you know what? There's no physical health without mental wellness. They are actually two sides of the same coin, and they are vital for each other and for our ability to reach our peak potential in this one life that we get to live. And this is what we do best, and this is what I'm so excited about, being able to share my experiences and the experiences of my guests that I bring on board here. And so I'm getting ready to introduce Cindy, but before I bring her on the stage, we're going to take a very quick short break. And we are back with those internet glitches that we've got going on, but that's okay. What we do is we work through those situations in real time. That's what happens with real time here. So I'm really excited to be introducing Cindy Frank Weschler. She lives in Greenwich, Connecticut with her partner, Robert, who's a fantastic guy. I got to meet him and spend some time with him down in Mexico. She's 30 plus years pediatric nurse practitioner, She's a trauma mentor, a leader in holistic mental wellness, a stay-at-home mom, an author, a champion, speaker, mental wellness advocate. She's also into bodybuilding and has won several awards in her divisions when competing. And her favorite quote is, "Your life will be no better than the plans you make and the action you take. You are the architect and the builder of your own life, fortune, and destiny." So, welcome to Holistic Mental Fitness Series, Cindy.
Thank you so much, Jeff, and thank you for having me on this series. I'm very excited to be here and to share with the audience about what we do.
Awesome, that's great. Yeah, that's
what we
great.
do is so important.
Yes, absolutely. It's very, very important. And for the audience today, Cindy was actually on another series that I was doing in about a year and a quarter. So I'm excited to have her back because she has such a wealth of information and so many wonderful things to share. So before we get actually started with the questions, Cindy, tell our viewers a little bit about who you are.
So, well, you described a lot about who I am. I'm a mom of two amazing young adults who, knock on wood, are very independent and in a really good place and are functioning well on their own. I've been a pediatric nurse practitioner for well over 30 years, truly love what I do. I am a holistic health coach. I'm a certified mental wellness coach, and I dabbled with professional or competitive bodybuilding for about 5 years and still teeter-totter with getting back into the competing, although I do still train and really enjoyed that whole journey. And part of that journey is what brought me here, honestly.
Awesome. Well, that's great. Thanks for sharing. So my first question right out of the gates here is, what made you choose the career as a pediatric nurse practitioner?
You know, that's such an interesting question because I've been asked that so many times. And my recollection is truly when I was thinking about what do I want to do back in high school. And my mom said, "Why don't you be a nurse? That's probably a good profession and you're very caring." And I remember being a candy striper for a short time span, working in a hospital. And I thought, oh, this isn't so bad. I've always been a very caring and compassionate person, loved working with kids. I don't know if that's because I'm short. I'm only about 4'9". So I think that height thing probably resonated with me. And I knew I wanted to do more than just working in a hospital. And that's when I decided that I really wanted to pursue a career where I was able to work at a higher level. And that's when I became a nurse practitioner.
Awesome. And remember, great things come in small packages.
That is true. Dynamite comes in small packages.
You're explosive. All right, excellent. So you made a serious decision a little while ago to move actually from the medical corporate structure and go out on your own. Why was that?
So the biggest reason, honestly, was to be able to practice what was truly in my heart and how I really wanted to practice. The couple of places where I worked, and I worked in private practice for many years, and I just found that it wasn't a good fit. I wasn't able to offer patients what I really wanted to do was holistic medicine. And even talking nutrition, sometimes I would get, a look that just did not sit right with me. So, when I think about it, it really had to do with the culture of where I was. To be able to not come home from work and question, did I, tell the patient the right thing, because I wasn't able to be as open because I had someone always looking over my shoulder. So it was really more important to me to be able to offer people exactly how I would treat myself, what I would do for my own body.
Absolutely. And, just over the last couple of years that with me doing what I'm doing, and talking to more and more people in the Western medical profession, arena. So for people to understand, if they don't understand, that they are really restricted to specific guidelines that have been set up and mandated for them to, problem, here's our treatment. And that's the only treatment that you can give, and nothing else. And, even my own story of going through and being told that I have to go on a sixth medication, so we're not here to talk about my story, but that's what I really have found. And more people in the health and wellness industry are actually starting to look outside of that area, because they want to be able to have an impact and do what's really within their heart to helping their patients, their clients, or their customers in any respect, depending on what they're doing. So as we talk about this, this mass exit of health and wellness professionals who are starting to go out on their own, what are your thoughts about these individuals doing this? And I'm sure that you've had a number of colleagues of yours who have left and gone out on their own. Seems to be a new trend, if you will, especially with what we're doing, because so many are actually coming on board with the platform that we have to offer. So share a little bit about that whole journey.
So I think a lot of people are dealing with burnout. I think the medical model is not what people were expecting at this point. I know for me, when I went into nursing, it was really to help people feel their best. And what I found is I was doing more bandaging and sometimes, making people sicker by prescribing a medication and then finding that they're having a side effect from that. I would say probably 10 years into my own career is when I really started looking into more natural ways of treating people. And I think, I can speak for the nursing community. I've just seen so many nurses just feel the burnout and just not feeling that they are heard, and that they're able to really rise to the occasion and do what they want to do. Working in my own practice has really allowed me to spend as much time with the patient as I want, as opposed to being limited to a 15-minute slot, a 30-minute slot.
Right.
For me, integrative medicine means so much more than just even natural supplements. It's really about knowing what a person is going through and really spending time with people, and you don't get to do that. And I think what we're seeing so much of now is you're just a number. You come in, and even dealing with my own parents who are dealing with some health issues when they go to the doctor, and it's such a quick visit. It's not healthcare. It's more sick care.
They're managing illness.
Right.
Is what they're doing. And I was talking to a friend when I was in Las Vegas, and she sat in the doctor's office for 3 hours. Right. And went in there for a 5-minute, visit with the doctor.
Right.
So it's like, my gosh, it's crazy. So, things are changing, and people, what I really am seeing more and more is more and more people are actually realizing what's going on, and they're looking for change. Mm-hmm. And the issue is that they don't know where to look, and a lot of people are getting online and looking online and doing some research online, which is where we do a lot of our connections and bringing value to people and sharing some information that they may be looking for, which is awesome. So
I think another component, and especially in the healthcare industry, is time freedom. Yes. Being able to kind of work on your time and not feel like you're putting in, a 20-hour day. I mean, that's draining. And now, of course, you're seeing a lot of shortage. Mm-hmm. But I think people are looking for alternatives to be able to balance family, profession, life, finances.
Right. Which has been missing for probably about 20 to 30 years.
Right.
So, yeah, absolutely. So we are, Cindy and I are with the Holistic Mental Wellness Company that does focus on the microbiome. And we're all about that body-brain biome, the body from a physical, mental, and emotional, spiritual, and financial perspective. And when it comes to brain, this is a huge thing today. People are, we're talking about that connection between the gut and the brain, and they're looking for, support systems. And whether it's talking or whether it's supplementation or whether it's meditation or nutrition or fitness, they're looking for that motivation, brain health, neuron regeneration, looking for more focus and memory. Lots of people are having problems. They're going to the next room in their house and like, why did I come in here? Mental energy, endurance, and a healthy, positive mood. Bringing that up and having that escalated feeling about thriving, which I talked about earlier. So I wanted to share this quick short video here with here, and I'm gonna leave both of us on because usually I take us off, Cindy. I'm gonna leave us on, and this is the Happy Mind Pack, and it really is having some unprecedented results with those individuals who are looking to get some more energy and get that connection between the gut and the brain and reduce brain fog and have neurotropics, which are feeding the brain the right elements that the brain is looking for. Here you go. Awesome. Whoop, let me remove that, and we are back. So, yeah. So with that, let's see here. Let me just change pages here so I'm ready for the next one. So we're coming up to a wrap up pretty soon, and I am going to be able to stick in the last two questions, Cindy, that we talked about right before we went live. So we had a team meeting on Saturday, a leadership meeting, and we talked, there was a discussion about what really resonates with you from our 5 core values. And you said integrity, but then you also brought the component of love into that. So would you share with our viewers, because our core values are love, integrity, innovation, service, and humility. So just so people out there have an understanding. So integrity was first, and then you tied in love. Can you share that with our viewers?
Sure, and I'll start with love because I think love is the basis of everything. And what's more important, I mean, you can love somebody, but to really love somebody, you have to love yourself first. And that's been such a big journey of mine through this mental wellness company, is to really learn to love myself for who I am. But what's really been resonating with me is the value of integrity. And, what does integrity mean? Integrity means to being honest and having strong moral principles. And I like to live my life knowing that I am doing for others as I would do for myself. And, going beyond and choosing my thoughts and my actions based on my values, not on personal gain. And for me, that's what it's all about. It's really about wanting to see somebody else feel their best, live their best life. And, I've been giving a lot of thought to what motivates me. And what truly, truly motivates me is hearing from somebody how I help them get over a hurdle, how I help them feel better, how I help them get through a challenge. That's what really touches me. So to me, that's integrity. And that's how I want to live my life. And that's really one of the reasons why I feel so connected with our company, because that's one of their core values. And they definitely have a lot of integrity.
Yes, that they do, in fact, indeed. And that was one of the top 5 reasons that I decided to partner after my 2 weeks of due diligence with this company and really diving in. Why? Because I was involved with a previous company that had no integrity, and it was a challenge, and it was really an eye opener. But the thing is that there's a lot of bad companies out there, and there's a lot of good companies. Because when I was introduced to this a couple of years ago, I wanted nothing to do with it, the industry, but something in my head said, or that gut feeling really said, you know what, information doesn't hurt. Get some information, and here I am today. So big time, and they walk, eat, sleep, and breathe the the core values. So with that, I'm going to ask you one more question. If there was one nugget that you could share with our viewers who are with us either live or even on a replay, who are looking for that glimmer of hope, as I talked about earlier, people are looking, but they don't know where to search. And hopefully, when this gets out into the potential of 600,000 plus viewers, you could have a couple people out there looking. So what would that nugget be for those individuals who are looking?
I think, the one nugget I would share is there are so many people out there that feel that they've tapped all their resources. And if they haven't looked outside into more holistic solutions, they need to. Give it a go. You have nothing to lose, because one, you're not going to have any side effects. The worst thing that's going to happen is nothing. But we both know that that's not the case. I mean, this company has changed my life on so many levels. And just a quick, story about me. I was dealing with my own stress and anxiety. I was dealing with a lot of stomach issues. I was dealing with chronic pain from weightlifting and multiple injuries that involved nerve in my neck. And I was already doing all the alternative stuff, and nothing helped me to get better to where I am now. And I've been 3 years symptom-free, pain-free. And when I say it's truly given me my life back, it really did. And every day I feel better mentally, physically. And to know you have one life to live, go for it. You really have nothing to lose. Be open-minded. Search out. If your doctor is telling you that there's nothing else we can do, research on your own. Connect with one of us. Connect with a health coach. Connect with somebody who's in alternative medicine, because there are other options.
Perfect. That is spot on, because there are a lot of solutions that are out there that are available, and we're here to share that. We're here to share some hope. And so with that, thank you, Cindy, for joining me in this series. I'm going to have you back on in series 2, because this is the second last of the interviews, because I do 13 interviews for, I should say 13 episodes of season 1. So you're wrapping up season 1 with me here, which I'm truly humbled to share this stage with you. And next week, actually, I am going to I'm going to add this up here. I've got Dr. Cara Connors. She's an MD. She's an MD who actually, was out there looking for some solutions with her practice. And she decided to partner with Amari Global, which is our holistic mental wellness company, and is having some unprecedented results with that. And I want to just jump back really quick, Cindy, to you have mentioned something about you tried a lot of other holistic options. I'm hearing this more and more. I've got a health coach who is, on my team who, for years, fibromyalgia and headaches and lots of other things, but tried things until she got on board with our science-backed clinical trial, plant-based and award-winning platform, and is having some really amazing results. So with that, always remember, mental fitness is the new physical health. And I truly believe in my heart of hearts that we all should be living an abundance and optimum wellness, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and for those that want, financially, because stress is the number one killer. And what do most people stress about? Finances. So that is something. So thank you, Cindy, and I'll catch you next week. So here we go. I'm going to
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you.